project from the last couple of streams. I think we started this project like last Monday, I think, or last Sunday. I can't remember exactly. And today we are continuing it by extending the second drop and working on the midsection, and maybe also even trying to come up with a complete new drop for the very end. And this is what we are going to do today. And hello, Ino. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Guten Nachmittag. How are you doing, Ino? I have no idea where we are ending or what kind of sounds we are going to make today. I definitely plan to do some more sound design, so we get some more variety throughout the song. I really like these spectrally sounds. And I just got a warning that the bitrate is low. But yeah, seems to be just a YouTube issue. For me, everything is fine. And hello, Markinos. Welcome. You're doing alright, nice. I'm also doing alright. I can't complain. I'm a little bit tired, but this will disappear. I also have a monster ready, so the energy will not leave me. And when we are working on it, I'm pretty sure it will wake me up as well. Let's just listen to this entire thing so we get an idea of where we stopped. And then we will continue working. Hallo Felix, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen. It's actually starting here. Oh, yeah, it's starting like here. Also, this needs some more work. Just a pad. I don't like ring mod sidechain that much, Markinos. Have you seen my video yesterday, Markinos, where I also talked about sidechaining? But I'm not the biggest fan of ring mod sidechaining. I'm really honest. I don't like the distortion which it creates on the drums. That would also need some more work.
Find the emission source and destroy
And hello, Celestite. You are a potato. All right. Hello. Welcome.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
Yeah, really good. I like it. Yeah, and we also need... Oh, I have an idea. Oh my god, I have an idea for this section. Yeah, I have an idea. You had like a choir in the background. That's also a great idea, Markinos. I've been thinking about that. And we can do this in the second midsection. Well, not in the second midsection. In the midsection. Basically, similar to what I did in my Marauder remix. This tune right here. If you haven't heard it. This one also has a... This one also has a section. Choirs. We can do something similar to this one. And this one is also similar to the Rake remix you like and you really enjoy. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And we can do something similar in this track in the midsection as well. I definitely want to incorporate choirs more often. But the idea I want to do now is to grab a drum hit, and I already know which drum hit I'm going to take. I just need a new audio track because yesterday, I think, or the day before, I can't remember exactly, I discovered a new sample pack which got released by Noir. I really like using the drum samples by Noir, so I just got a few drum grooves, drum loops basically, and also these break loops. And I really like the snare in this one, I think. And we will just hear the snare and use it here in this context. Hallo Chaos, herzlich willkommen. Ich wünsche dir auch einen entspannten Montag. And hello, my sugar daddy. Welcome to the stream. in YouTube here. All right, we will just steal the snare from it. Also, let me turn up the volume again. Yeah, that's a beautiful yeah, snare. Also a more acoustic snare, but it works well for build-ups in particular. Shout out Noir on on the snare. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, I have a even better idea. I think we can just loop it really fast. We add a tonal snare layer to fill the frequency section. Yeah, this is also possible. Maybe in the drop. However, the drop already has a pan snare or a tonal snare, which is and this one basically. So there is not a specific need for this, but maybe we can switch that up later with a different sample or something. A little bit faster would be nice. And also, what also would be nice is if we just render this and get a new audio track so we can actually put that in MIDI and yeah, then also do a pitch automation. Nice song. Thank you, Marginas. Thank you. And hello, Rohan Spet. Who's live? I'm live. How are you doing? Let's get a let's get a drum sampler. Really cool device here in Ableton. And then we can just throw this one in here. And now we can play it. Oh, really cool. The snare. These snares are perfect for build-ups. Maybe even faster, I don't know. I think I would go with a faster pattern. I switched to Ableton like 5 months ago, and that was the best decision ever. Yeah, great that you also experienced benefits from switching. And hello, OneWiz. How's the dubstep music? The dubstep music is going quite insane, I would say. I think that's even too fast. Maybe we should just leave this in the second half, like here. Yeah, I think this would make more sense. And then maybe a triplet pattern. I don't know, maybe we will just leave the triplets here without this one. Oh, this actually works quite nice. Is it too late to upload a Marauder avoidable course reviews? No. There was this remix competition going on in December and November last year, and the competition had a deadline, but Marauder currently also is it's not available. He's sick, I think, and I think everything will be delayed. Also, he had to cancel lots of shows, and yeah, I think also the remix competition is kinda on ice right now, but you can upload your remix of it like you want, Makinos, but it won't be taken into the competition pool anymore. This would be too late, and I'm also not sure if they will continue the competition and even get a winner because my water is currently sick, I think. And hello, B0, welcome. I want to put some things in my songs to make it sound heavy, like 2 to 3 elements to make it a little heavier to make it a little heavy in chorus. Could you tell me what things I can do? I'm new in Dubstep music. What do you mean in particular? You mean like how to make the chorus effect heavier, or do you mean the section in a song, the chorus, which you want to make heavier? I think you are talking about the last thing, right, Rohan? I would say if you just want to make something heavier, you need different layers. You need a stereo layer, which is pretty wide. Like the chorus. Like the chorus effect. Okay, with a drop. Okay, then basically you mean like a wide effect, like a not a mono signal, but rather a stereo signal. I think that's what you are referring to, if I get that right, hopefully. But yeah, you can achieve that by not specifically using chorus. Chorus can sound good, but if you just want a wide effect in the drop, I would recommend you getting something like this that you're playing right now. Okay. Then that's actually pretty easy to explain. This is what I originally wanted to explain like 30 seconds ago. You need different layers. You need like a really snappy transient layer, which also has tonal information. This actually consists 2 layers. We have the tonal thing, which doesn't have a nice transience, and then we have this layer, which is just the transients for the punchiness. And the tonal layer also has some stereo information going on. I think I did a parallel chain somewhere in here. So it's wide and also still heavy because of the transients. And also there's another layer going on, which is this one. This just to reinforce it with a more noisy sound, and also noisier sounds can provide you with a more wider effect if you use noise and also make it stereo, for example. To self mix these? You mean like the songs? Yeah, I do everything myself. What I can do to add more attention in build-ups? Actually, build-ups are for me the element where I'm the worst. Or no, the other way around. I think my build-ups could also be better. I'm not the master of build-ups, I would say, but just tease elements from the drop, for example, but also don't put too much in the build-ups. This is what I've learned over the years, that I tended to add always too much stuff in the build-ups, and then the build-ups are really messy and also really loud, and you don't want the build-ups to be super loud and super messy. You want them to be straightforward, maybe with 1 or 2 elements going on besides the drums, and then you might get a good and tensionful build-up. And hello PNK sounds, welcome. Onto the stream. How do you arrange so the elements which are important are audible? Because when there are many, it gets messy. That's true. This project file also is a little bit messy. I just resample a lot. You can see many audio files are muted, so always when I have something cool, I resample it basically. So I have the fresh new audio file lying around. Like let's have a look where we can find one which is actually not muted. This one, for example, that's a cool sound. And yeah, I just get used to the messy project file with lots of muted audio clips, but I just take the bits which sound the most interesting to me. And hello Wings, and also hello Niles TST. Welcome to the stream. You sound so messy. Thank you, Rohans. Thank you. You guys are coming. I'm glad. Yeah. Can I maybe hear the drop just once? Oh yeah, sure. We can just have a listen to the drop again. I was just working on. I've been just working on this thing right here, but I think we can do it a little bit more creative, and then I will play the build-up. Let's go into the envelopes and let's go into the pitch bend and just draw a pitch bend. But it's not working. Why is it not working? I think yeah, I know why it's not working. Because we're in the drum sampler. Oh yeah, it worked. So this is basically the second drop idea. I like to take similar sounds and compress them together. Yeah, that's also a great idea, to mesh sounds together and add back in Endor, Star Wars reference, and add back in and or remove everything and back necessary stuff. Yeah, that's also a little bit similar to my approach. Yo, thank you, Busy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What's the pre-drop vocal sample? Which pre-drop vocal sample? Is there a pre-drop vocal sample? I think there wasn't a pre-drop vocal sample. What do you mean, Marquinos? How did you do that one-shot fill with a sub bass in the middle of the second drop? This one? Yo, thank you, Rohan. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Do you mean this one? A bit earlier, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know what you mean. Maybe you can tell me the number of the bars here. This is 53, and then the drop is going on for let me count. Yeah, around about 8 bars right now. I slightly underrated 2 years. Yo, thank you, Niles. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You should like the stream, man. Why don't you do that when you're watching him? Yo, thank you, Ron. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. If you enjoyed, feel free to support me by liking the stream. This always helps out a lot. But yeah, if you don't want to, it's not bad, but it's just a small gesture, I think. Can I hit again? Yeah, sure. We can play it again. Yeah, this was basically the second drop half. There was like a vocal sample, but I don't know where it was. There is a vocal sample in the drop, which is actually a diegetic sample. And it's basically this one. And you can get that in his latest Alien Zone Volume 2 sample pack, alongside many other cool vocal samples. This is Teot, yeah. Your drop style is seriously my style. Yo, thank you, Vizio. Thank you. I'm also really happy with how this turned out. I think this is my cleanest heavy production yet. I really like how clean it is. Right before 58, I think. 58. So this one, I assume. Oh. This one? This is basically just a pitch bend on the sub, which is happening here in the MIDI. So this is the pitch bend, and then we have a layer going on, which is this sound, and this sound is a resample of a resample of a resample. So I think this one came from this, and this one came from this sound right here. But yeah, it's something different because I think there's random modulation happening, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it was sounding, and this is just a mixture of distortion, compression, and dispersing some corpus. Filter table is important for the spectraliness, I think. And yeah, EQing and compression basically. It's very popular in Germany. I don't know. There are some events always. Also next week I'm at Bootshaus seeing Nimda and Infect and some other cool dubstep people. But yeah, there are dubstep events happening every 2 months, I would say. In Cologne, in Bootshaus, and there are also smaller dubstep events. But I would say the dubstep community in Germany is really strong and united. I would say there's many cracked people in Germany. Really many people to watch out for. So yeah, German-based music producers are really on the next level compared to other countries. I would say. Me now Ableton 11. Yeah, this is Ableton 12, and this is also the latest version with the current beta version. I think the 17th beta version for the next update, which I've been using for around 2 months now, I believe. I'm using the paid version, yeah. Let's try to make this a bit better. We could add some ring mod. It's actually cool Let's could we add FMing. Ooh, that's actually cool. That's really cool here. Make a second drop in Ray Volpe style. I'm not the biggest fan of Ray Volpe's current style. I'm really honest. He definitely has some cool songs. I'm really a big fan of the Laser Beam song, for example, but this wouldn't fit for this song at the moment. Unwritten musician pro. Yo, thank you so much, Juan. Thank you. Good drum roll and hello pizza. Enjoy. Welcome. Yeah, kind of cool pre-drop. I basically stole this idea from from Surgeon. Shout out Surgeon. But he competed in dub duels. I don't know if you have seen that. And he made a really sick song. I think it was around 2 of it. And also before the drop, he included like a fast triplet drum roll. And I really wanted to do this in a project, so I just stole it and do it with a different sound, of course, and in of course another or a complete different context. You're not busy? Stream more off, my friend. Yeah, I really want to do that. Also, I've streamed quite a lot until March, but by the end of March, I was kind of feeling a little bit overwhelmed by anything, and therefore I didn't stream that much. But I streamed a lot this year already. As you can see here in the YouTube page, in the streaming category, there are plenty of streams. But I'm really enjoying it, and I will definitely do this more often again now. Okay, let's add some transient shaper. Yeah, let's try this cool plugin, which I also made a video about on Friday. I really like using it on drums and on percussion. Good. I think that's a bit too intense. I think we have to render this. I also think the first hit is a bit louder. You can hear that. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. One thing how we can prevent that is just enable this one as well and just mute it after, so then the effect remains the same. Oh yeah, we could just render it. Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to just render it and then process again. I would love to hear the drop so far. I can play it in a minute again. How did you make the main bass in the drop? So cool. Just resampling, basically. Resampling of basically really shitty sounds. And with shitty sounds, I mean this one. It was a sound design session I did. And the sounds are really awful on their own. And then I took the best bits and resampled them and processed a ton further with lots of processing. Let me render this to audio really quick. Bounce to new track. Also a cool new Ableton feature. And then we can just remove the first hit. And yeah, this is what you can see here. The first hit is louder again. And also this one is louder again. Why? I don't know why. This is a bit weird. Why is this hit louder? This makes no sense to me. Let me just record another iteration. I will grab this and just let this being bounced again. We should render everyone on their own bounce to new track. Yeah, we'll just do that now. Do you separate your days between sound design and music project? No, I basically always do the sound design in combination of the arrangement and everything. I always do it in the same project file. But often or not often, but sometimes I grab sound design sessions which I really liked and resample again, or also take the sounds which I've already used and resample them again and turn them into something fresh. Yeah, this could be the issue, Makinas, the transposing automation. I know what you mean. This could be really it. That's a good hint. But yeah, we just have to render it 2 times. Always? Yeah, definitely in the heavier contexts. I will always want to improve my sound design and everything, and this is a great way to do that. Okay, now every snare hit is separated, and now he can arrange it again, and hopefully have equally sounding and snappy snares. And these are really heavy, but I like it. We can get rid of everything else. Maybe a little bit too transient heavy, I don't know. Maybe some compression, maybe some more processing, I don't know. Maybe some OTT. This works well, I think. Yeah, this is better with the ends back comp. Also, quick EQ. See you, Pitcher Enjoy. See you. Have a great day. Static or multipass? Actually, both. I would prefer multipass. You have more options, but yeah, Snappy is also great. Thank you, Pizza Enjoy. Thank you. Oh! I get to go to work soon, though. Okay. And you wanted to hear the drop. Now I get your message. I just read I get to go to work soon. Or yeah, now. I'm not the biggest fan of the drums yet. Maybe it wasn't that good to add the plugin articulate here. It's better sounding without, actually. It's just copy over the EQ and the compression. Doesn't sound that good in this context. Maybe the EQ doesn't need to be that strong. I think this will also do the job. Yeah, that's better. How many hours were put into this? Actually, most of the stuff happened on stream. So if you want to see how I started the project, you can just watch the stream from, I think, last week's Monday or Sunday. I'm not entirely sure whether it was a Monday or a Sunday where I started this project. But actually, everything was made in 2 streams yet. And this is the 3rd stream about this project. And yeah, you were there, I remember. And I think... I would say around about 10 hours, maybe a little bit more. Did some fine tuning off stream with some more mixing choices and stuff. Yeah, I also think I did this section off stream, but I don't know. This doesn't hit that well. Maybe without the... Yeah, without the FMing. What else do we have here? We have stretch. No, thank you, Niles. Thank you. I definitely want it to sound good. Okay, this is a kind of new section which we are going to work on now. I love this Skrillex XVR song idea. Which one? Makinos, I think I named a few ones like that. The most recent one or the one from last year? I think we should not switch the tone here. Feel free to send a link, but I think YouTube will block the link, whether it is mine or a different one. So I think I won't be able to see it. But I think I know which one you are talking about. Are you talking about this one? Grace and Visual Right inspired me to make this one, or the one from last year? I think I did it in March or so. Was it this one? I don't know. This one, Skrillex and Visual Right inspired vocal shop song idea. The first one. Okay, the first one. All right. Yeah, I definitely plan to finish this one because I really liked it. What's the mouse doing here? Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Let's just add the noise right now because it's annoying me a little bit. Let's also get rid of this and just mute this section. Let's just put another hit in here. Let me fix the delay. I'm not sure if this tone works. Let me grab this one shot and also get it in here. I think this pattern doesn't work with a delay. Where's the automation? So on. Maybe a little bit more try wet. No. Actually, let's down to the delay thing here. This pattern now sounds a bit boring. I've been lurking, but I love this. Your thing is much PNK. Thank you. This pattern could work again. Oh yeah, I have an idea. Oh my god, I have an idea. And then we will come back to this fast-paced pattern again. Oh, now the delay is fucked up. Oh shit. This also didn't sound bad. Oh no, what did I mess up? This is sounding off now, but I don't know what I messed up. It has to do with the delay. This wasn't supposed to hit that quick. Is it this automation? No. This is sounding wrong. This is wrong. Let me set this. Let me set this on with a different name really quick. Let me also open the older version again. This is number 3. Let's save that. And I quickly have to close the project file and open the older one again, so I can see what I messed up, because this isn't right like now. We can also maybe hop into the file right away. Just jump to this one, because this is the third version now, and I try to get it back from the previous version before I start the stream. And this is basically 42. How is it named? 42 sound design. And it's part of the 53 group. I can't find it. Am I blind? Is it this one? 46 group? 50 group. I can't find 50 group. I'm confused. Okay, let's get it. That's this one. Where's 47 group? What is 47 group? I have no idea what this is. Ah, that's the group I'm looking for. There's the group, okay. And I think it's here in the 50 group now. Yes, 42 sound design. I will just drag this one in here so you can just compare and I can find the mistake I ran into. This is also sounding wrong now. Oh no. Ah, I get why. Because the delay is happening in the group processing. I totally forget. Okay, we have to import the entire 53 group in order to get the mistake which I did. Okay. I'm sorry, but I definitely want to fix this right now because this is annoying me. So let's yeah, drag in the entire group and then we can hopefully get the issue. Yeah, this is it's exactly it is supposed to sound like this. Da, 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 da. And this is sounding like this. Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong. So we have to compare the delays. This will take a few minutes. I'm really sorry, but I want to get it right again. Okay, this is looking fine. 63, 63. And the only change I did was basically here. After I've copied it, I didn't change anything else. Yeah. Ah! No. Okay, if I can't find the mistake, I will just yeah, delete the one track because it's basically the same, except for the stuff I did like in 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago. So I think we will just go with 53 instead of 56, and then hopefully my issue is not occurring anymore. But before we'll delete that, I will quickly get this one back as well. And this is basically just a copy of this pattern, I assume. Yeah, we can copy this to this section. And then, yeah, and then I copied over the section with the snares here, which was this one. I did not copy the entire phrase. Now it's right again. Now it's right again. Cars. All right. Okay, and now we can delete this and continue with the pattern. And this is what I want to copy basically. Now maybe we can change up the tone. And make this one longer. Should we? I don't know. We can even delete this single hit. Also get rid of this, and then we can just loop it. Maybe one time, I don't know, maybe even 2 times. But I definitely want to create the peak tension in this section. Yeah, this makes sense until the snare hits. It's always a great idea to just separate ideas or call and response bases between kicks and snare. So this fast pattern is basically starting with the snare, and it's also ending on the next snare. So we have room for a nice fill, for example. Let me also fix the automations really quick. What was this automation doing? This is the tone. I remember. And this one can be stretched out a little bit. And this one needs to be a little bit longer. Until, yeah, like here, I would say. And, oh no. Really? Yeah, this is right. This is also already the maximum length. We also need some stuff going on in the background when the spectrally sounding fills are playing in order to make them more interesting as well and also appear a bit wider and full basically. Although it's really powerful on its own. You can, oh yeah, welcome Chromebus. Yeah, we can listen to the song you sent now. Alright. And welcome. welcome to the stream. Let me find it really quick. Okay, okay, the project is called There's Still Hope by Chromebus. I will turn down the volume slightly. Interesting intro idea with these glitches and artifacts. In which DAW did you make this, Commonwealth? Already in Ableton again? Or in the other DAW you were using? Like the tiny plug sounds. Also cool melody so far. Okay, this section is a little bit out of key on 47. Or 46, this one chord right here. Oh yeah, I can boost the volume slightly. Yeah, it's really quiet on stream. Ableton, oh nice, nice. But little break here. Besides this little I would not call it a mistake, but this little out of key moment, it's really good so far on the melody aspect. Nice drums. Can even turn it up a little bit louder. I like the chilled vibe of it. Really soft. And there was this one chord again on 1 minute and 36 seconds. This is the one chord which is bothering me a little bit. So definitely try to find a different one in my opinion. That fitting. But a really nice song idea. Cool and not too many sounds, so it's not that chaotic, and it's really chilled, as I mentioned already a few times. And definitely just improve this little one chord which I pointed out, and then you should be good. Definitely a nice song idea. Also nice drum selection. Also the drums weren't interfering with the synth melody and with the synth bass going on in the background. And yeah, on the mix side I can't say anything as well there. Definitely do some more stuff on the melody, and then you should be good. You're welcome, Chromebooks. You're welcome, and thanks for sending. I'm glad you are making music again, and just trying out different stuff. Keep it going. So let me see what this is. Okay. Where did I stop? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I wanted to copy over an element. Okay, let's actually resample, but without the mastering chain, and I also need the sub bass included. Let's take both of these chains and just resample. Auf jeden Fall, Chaos, auf jeden Fall. Let's go in resampling mode and record. Oh, I should get out of this window where all the different tracks are being shown. And why is the snare not disabled? I just need the raw file. Okay. You don't need this. I just need the 50 group and this one. This is basically the bass group or the basses. Now I want to process them a little bit further. Oh, I made another mistake. Yeah. I also need to disable the clipper here, so otherwise it will be boosted up in volume slightly, which I don't want right now. And now we can enable it again, also the mastering processing. And now it should be fine. Let's take this bit. And let's try granulizer. And just throw this into a granulizer and see what we can come up with. Let me think really quick. Not the VR one, but I think in this case the Max for Live device would be a little bit more beneficial. The Granulizer 3. And then we can just throw this in there and play around with the knobs here in order to get a nice fill out of this. Let me find it. I'll take some time to load. And mute this and get a new MIDI track. This is C3. Ooh, this one could be nice. This actually sounds really cool. Let's just record. This is so fun about this. You can create the most fun noises. We don't need this. Let's just go in here and resample it in this little section. Oh. Ooh. It was a nice rhythmical pattern here. But yeah, this is a great way to come up with different ideas as well by just resampling. All right, let's try to make something cool out of it. some more processing. Maybe even a spectral gate on top. Just a tiny bit. Just compensate some of the high end. And then maybe an end spec comp light. Just make it louder. Ooh, also a nice tone. They're not the best ones here in the first half. Oh, this one was good. But doesn't feel that right actually. This actually sounds cool. Can we find a different variation as well? Let me try out something. Which just came to my mind. What if we did this? It's actually cool. And we could maybe put a frequency shifter on this to make it a little bit more unique. Und hallo Veit, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen. Ich bin hier wieder am Lärm machen. We could also do a little... Oh yeah, a little automation. And then do a separate sub, of course. Yeah, let's definitely try the filter table again. Maybe even the same filter table which we have used earlier. And it would be this one. Let's apply this to the sound below and try what it sounds like in context. Oh, this was loud. Let's copy the automation. And also this automation maybe. And now this sounds a bit, yeah, more like the sounds we had earlier. And let's also throw this after the spectral gate. So it's not that distorted anymore. And maybe an EQ. just cut out the low end, which is really messy. We just had the component information, and then we can combine that with a new sub here again, and have a nice and creative fill, which definitely matches with the rest of the song. Yeah, this is really cool. I like that. Let's also record a few more variations, I would say, and we will also resample, so we have the raw audio file again. Let's go into the shifter and copy this, and then we can also copy over this, but just change the parameters. Maybe the other way around. This sounds quite nice. Add maybe one more. It's just some random points. A little bit more glitchy. And we can also modulate the cutoff. Maybe even a little bit stronger. Maybe a little bit higher. Almost sounds like a fake, not fake out, like a, what is it called? Tape stop. These are really good, nice sounds which we can use now. Maybe we can dial in the high end a little bit better, because the high end is still a little bit, messy, a little bit too present, and we can just do that with N spec on blind, or just turning down the tilt here. Maybe even give it some more compression, but not too much, just a tiny bit. Maybe even less of the high end. And hello, DevSoap, welcome. I just curious, but did you just start this project? No, I've started this project in the last 2 streams. Basically, everything done in this project was made on stream, except for some mixing stuff and some arrangement changes I did later. But if you want to see how I started this project, you can just watch the stream from last week's Monday, I think. I did a stream last week on Monday where I started this project, and then I did another stream on, I think, Wednesday, or not Wednesday, on Thursday, I think. Yeah, on Thursday. The other stream was done on Thursday. I think it was like a 7 or 8 hour stream, and this is where I also did some stuff on this project. If you want to see how I made everything. Basically, all the bass sounds are made from scratch. Really fun stuff. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, this is a nice fill. Let's just render these to audio. Definitely, if you have a cool sound, always bounce it, so then you can post-process it further. Really cool way to sound design. Now we have this nice file with 3 variations, which we then can use. Why is this one louder? Probably because of the more intense modulation happening with the that table. Okay. I think we can also track this into the same group as before. Maybe even one of the more intense ones would fit a little bit better, like this one. But maybe just loop a section. It's a bit too fast. Maybe a little bit slower. Maybe take a different bit. And hello, Jojo. Hello, Rheinländer. Welcome. Maybe switch it up here. That's not a cool part. I think that's quite okay. No, thank you. Thank you, Jojo. I actually have a different idea now. Could work out with more vocal chunks. Yeah, there's some more vocal chops happening in between here. Definitely plan to do some similar stuff in the first drop, maybe a little bit softer. But I really like the change up or the switch up here with these vocal samples. Yeah, on the different hits. But this is not the perfect fill here. Yeah, we definitely need the cymbals to add more character again. Yeah, this is way more energetic with the cymbals. Definitely don't underestimate the power of the cymbals. So powerful. I don't know. I think we don't need the kick. I definitely need some more creative stuff in the breaks here, in the fills, in order to, yeah, just make it more energetic. We should also switch out the pattern here. Oh ja. Oh, we should layer this with a nice vocal top or with a nice vocal sample. Which has a deep tonality. I already have an idea. And we need a new track for this. Really deep one. Let's go into the Dota 2 voice lines.
Get away, you illusion!
This one has some nice tonality. Where was the part? Was it this one?
Illusion!
Just need a snippet. Actually, it doesn't matter what it says. Just need a really, really short hit, which we will then layer on top of the gun and maybe create another cool tone with it. I don't know if this works out, but we will just try it. I really like the prettiness of the voice. This is the exact sound I was looking for. Let's make sure this aligns perfectly with the guns. And now we will do some more stuff on it. I wonder in which direction we will go with this. Let's distort it with Opera slightly. Actually, we can try to distort it a ton because we will compress it afterwards as well. Oh, that's a lot. Also, this could be nice here if we find the perfect frequency. This could be cool. EQ it. Maybe a little bit higher. And maybe also a frequency shifter. And also ring mod. Make it a little bit more gritty. Maybe even before the distortion, I wonder what this would sound like. And let's also get some 102 stereo. To make it a little bit wider without actually drowning it in reverb or delay. And let's see if this works in context. I think it won't work yet. We would have to dial it a little bit further, but that's not a big deal. It was muted. Oh yeah. That's kind of the effect I wanted to achieve, but it's not hitting the perfect tone. But it's really cool. I like it. Let's get a frequency shifter. Just try to fix the sweet spot for the frequency which we want to hit. Okay, maybe just a few hertz. We could also try to pitch it. Yeah. It's actually nice. What if we apply the spectral gate in the chain somewhere? Like after the distortion, no, not after the distortion, after the compression rather, but let's try both. I really like the new flavor which this is giving, a more deeper tone. Let's smooth out the envelope. Yeah, it's definitely adding some more crit, which is exactly this what I wanted to achieve. Maybe we can add some slight high end with a shaper table. And also make sure we cut all the noise. Maybe a little bit less. And let's also try to include this in the same group and see what it sounds like in the group processing chain, which would be 50. Maybe we should delay these slightly. Definitely add some more, yeah, rumbliness at the tail. I think I like it this way. These ones have a little bit more high end. We should process these a little bit differently. Let's duplicate this chain and just add some more, processing to it. We don't need this, and we also don't need that. And now we can, beef this up. So we have the wet chain and the dry chain, and the dry chain definitely needs some more grittiness. Maybe we can try, what could we try? Maybe some saturator. I don't know. Just try that. It definitely sounds a little bit more, a little bit louder. Maybe another frequency shifter. Before everything else. Just maybe shift it up or down a little bit more. And we should also add a safety EQ after this. Oh yeah. Hello Erin, welcome. That's nice, I think. So I forgot to add, there's still hope was originally going to be a lo-fi track, hence the bit crush, but it ended the being a mix of lo-fi, synthpop, and indie. Also gives major outro of an album. That's true. It's really either a nice intro or an outro song, or maybe even an interlude of an album or EP whatsoever. But this would work great. And yeah, you're right. It's definitely more on the lo-fi-ish side, but also mixed up with different different other elements, like from synthwave, for example. Und willkommen zurück, Felix. Welcome back. I'm not quite sure. That's a bit too noisy now. I don't like it when there's too much noise usually. Yeah, let's just compress it. Maybe some other noise. This sounds cool now, I think. Also, nothing sounded out of tune for me. Perhaps one of the pad layers was natively detuned. Yeah, it was one of the chord hits which didn't feel like it was in key. I think if you switch to one note in the mentioned key, just go back in the VOD. I can't remember which one it was, but it was happening twice, and for me it felt out of key. But yeah, the rest was fine. So in the end, just leave it like it is if you really want to keep it like that. But this is what stood out to me, and this is why I mentioned it. What if we just muted everything here? Oh yeah, this could be sick. This could be sick. Also a little safety EQ, which we will apply here. A bit maybe. Yo, hallo Marcin, guten Abend. What's up? Running snare to the end measure. Yeah, we can also try it at the end, a little bit further down. Right now, this doesn't sound that good. Sounds better. This can be louder. But we should just do it here. Maybe also just a simple auto filter at the end to slowly fade it out, so then the energy is getting more intense when the snare hits, or the kick in this case. I'll really do this, maybe even starting here. I think you are done on this part. Don't overcharge. Go to the next step. Yeah. I can't move on. I want to have it perfect. Oh, I have an idea. We can. Oh yeah, this is actually better. This is actually better. Let me think really quick. We will consolidate this one, and then we'll stretch it. And why is it the gain up +7? Am I stupid? Is the gain up +7 on all of them? Why was it the gain up +7? This was weird. This one? No. Okay, this one is normal. Okay, never mind. Normalizing, yeah, but I I did not enable that. Oh wait, when it bounced up? Ah, okay. I never noticed that. I never noticed that. Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused. But what I want to do is I just want to stretch that. And automatically does it. Okay, I never noticed that. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, this is cool. I like this little tiny hit on top. Sounds a little bit cute. But it still sounds a bit weird. That's cool. It's nice. Yeah. Oh, I like the last bit right here. Turned out really nice. With the additional saturator and everything. And compression. Okay, now we need 4 more bars, I think, right? Yeah. I don't know, maybe we should, or we could let this be part of the drop. So we already would have 16 bars, but I kind of think it would be nice to not let this be part of the 16 bar drop pattern and just make another final part. So we have two 16-bar drop parts basically.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
Yo, Underpants, welcome, holy boy. This matters, thank you. The snare doesn't work. Okay, let's leave it. Still need some fine-tuning and effects here and there. Sounds great so far. Makes it quite clean. Thank you, Marcin. Thank you. Yeah, this is always really important to me to have a clean mix. I don't like when it's too distorted. I think it's hard to convince me with extremely distorted stuff. But yeah, this is always my goal. My goal. But for example, when it comes to the German people, like Surgeon and stuff, they do a quite insane job on the distortion, and it still sounds really, really clean. Please release as soon as possible. I think even if we finished this song today, which might be possible, I don't know. I think it won't come out before October at least, because I have like I think 5 or 6 other songs planned until October. So yeah. And hello Dash, welcome in the Twitch chat. I like distorting my stuff, but I still try to keep it kind of audible. Distortion is powerful, but you can also ruin stuff a lot. I rather prefer compression. Distortion can sound good sometimes if it sounds intentional. Exactly, Marcin. Exactly. The distortion on their own isn't that good, but when you combine it with compression, for example, or spectral effects, it can be really, really good. My ears are being disciplined. I can't stand this. Like crunchy sounds? Yeah, exactly. That's really difficult to achieve, Dash. To achieve or to have a crunchy texture or crunchy sound, but remaining in the cleanness. I always use compression. Yeah. For example, a good example is Hall. The subs Hall does are always really overblown, but of course it sounds good. But you could also achieve it in a cleaner way, I think. To make it loud, I like clipping a lot better than compression. I like the combination of both compression and clipping. I always compress first and then I clip afterwards. And yeah, or maybe just saturate, but in the end it's the same. Also it's fake crunch, but just synthesizing crunch. Yeah, and this is also what I did here. We have a crowd layer going on. This is a sound by Excellent. And I did some processing on here with ring mod, saturator, and some Ewing and LFO modulation here. Really depends what you're doing for. Yeah, exactly. Always depends on the context, of course, and what you prefer. Oh yeah, we should bring back the crawls. I think we haven't used the crawls in the second drop. Oh yeah, and erosion is also great. I always like putting erosion on the crawls, because it just gives them some more texture. And then compression, and then saturating, and clipping, and more compression. Also, I think we need some more background stuff. I don't know what. Maybe this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this sounds awesome. Ah, this is sick. But it needs to be louder. Nice reloading sound, and then the yeah, the railgun is shooting again. This might be actually a cool name for this song, Railgun or something. Ähnliche Sounds anzeigen. That's a nice one. That's a cool one. I think I also have a K98 sound somewhere. Yeah, K98. I think I've also used it in a build-up somewhere. It doesn't sound as threatening as this one. I really like the spectral sounds on this one. Holy Mother of my mother's Jesus. Oh my god, what the freak. It's so good. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm also really enjoying it. It's kind of hard for me to come up with a good drum roll here. I'm sorry. guitars. Yeah, let's also modulate the noise. Let's also try to pan it. Maybe just the first one plus 12, second one minus 12. And then let the effect more or less forwards in the end. This actually still needs some work. And then do a little fade out section without the initial tone switch. So we will just leave it at 411 Hertz. And then maybe just modulate it out or filter it out with a filter or a spectral gate. What is this sound at the end? Sounds like a horse. I think it's the delay, yeah. Yeah, we don't hit the delay at the end. Maybe the other way around. No, actually not. What was this modulating? Ah, I know what this was modulating. We need this one. Well, there's still some mistakes here with the what is it called, with the automations happening here. Although I think I fixed everything, right? Maybe because I copied over some stuff a lot here and there, it might not have taken the value which I initially wanted it to have. But yeah, it's fine now. Base of it. You mean like how I made the base, Rohan? Or what do you mean exactly? Yeah, the snare roll still sucks a little bit. Like what are the bass lines? Or what is it used for bass and dubstep? Do you mean the sub bass? Or do you mean the tonal information? The sub bass is the lowest information basically. This is basically just a clean sub with some dispersion. We have some disperser going on here. It drastically changes the sub and tonality. And then we have a parallel chain going on with once the sub signal, and on the other hand, the tonal information, which is also going into the same group. And then we have some other processing going on, like the corpus here, and some distortion, and some filtering. And yeah, then this is basically just it for the sub bass. But the processing also applies for all the tonal stuff. So this element is also going into the same chain, which I just showed to you. And you can see, this is quite nice to see in the disperser here, that the right part is always happening first. So like the tonal information, because the sub bass is being delayed, and when you delay sub bass, it really helps getting a nice swing into the song. Have you used the plugin Penulate? I've never heard about it, Rohan. What is that exactly? What does it do? That's not very clear on my iPhone. Well done. Sine wave harmonics. Jojo, actually just a sine wave with some distortion, I think, and some compression here. But yeah, it definitely comes with some overtones. But the processing here, actually, the processing here is so drastically. I can disable the chain really quick. The sub sounds completely different now. And with this chain, it gets much more grit because of the distortion which is being applied, and the corpus here. Is that metallic tone from corpus? This one. This one is 2 layers. We the first one is just the transient layer from a sound design session, and then we have this tonal layer, which doesn't use corpus, I think. No. Let me show it to you really quick. I can play what it sounds like on its own. This is what it sounds like without any processing. But already had some tone information, and it came from the sound design session, where I just ran out different stuff. The bass sounds, I already read that. It's kind of like a bass line, and has plenty and heavy of bassy things. I don't know if it will help in Dubstep, but it's definitely not for live music. Okay, so maybe is that like an amp? Does it distort things, or does it is it an effect, or is it like a generator, like Serum, for example, or Phase Blend? But yeah, the tonal part dash is processed heavily with lots of stuff. This one could be a little bit louder. I don't know. I like this sound. There's some nice little detail to it. I like that. Something like a plugin called Serum, but not the Serum sounds. Is actually really cool. It's actually really good. Period. Maybe you will like it. I use a quick version, so I get them easy. Okay. Let me look that up really quick. Maybe I've seen it in a video. Pen too late. VST. But yeah, I don't use cracked software. I've heard about the company. It's from it's from Newfangled. I just got their recent plugin, which is significant to the tear-out steps. Articulate. This one. I got this last week, and yeah, I might check this out. This looks interesting. This looks really interesting, and it's free. Why do we have a why do we have a cracked version when it's free? Let me download this. This looks interesting. It's really interesting, but I won't try it out today. I still have to try out some other stuff first. It's actually really good to use it. Yeah, I will definitely try that. Definitely looks cool. Let me download it on Windows. Is it working? Yeah. That's all so far. I will be heading off for a bit. Good luck with the rest. Yeah, no worries, Ino. Have a great day, and see you in the next stream. Have you heard of Taxpack? No, I haven't heard about it. About that dash. Is that also a synth or an effect? Or what is that in particular? Did it download? Yes, it downloaded. I won't try it out today. I don't. What I don't like doing projects where I have a significant progress already is to just try out new stuff. Now I don't want to mess it up with new stuff too much. I just want to finish my finish this idea, and then in the next one we can try this one out and some other cool plugins and devices. It's CVST that basically turns images into sound. So basically, like you would import a picture into the Serum oscillator or into an oscillator of your choice, and then use it as a wavetable. I think, or like in Hammer, where you can also transform pictures into sounds. Yeah. Also, something I've made a video about last year when Vittle Wright released some AI-generated pictures on his Patreon, they were significantly generated by the AI for sound designing, so you could use them quite well as wavetables in Serum to get some nice sounds of them. This is nice at the end of the little, distorted sound again. This sound is doing a lot. Yeah, without and with Opera, really nasty, especially the max distortion, and the bandpass filter is being used here. I think it works like the one in Hammer. Okay, I definitely also want to try out Hammer at some point again. Maybe we'll do like Hammer Holiday once, or FL Holiday once in a future stream. But just for sound design reasons and to try out Hammer. Actually, I think the first thing I did when I got FL, back in 2020, was opening Hammer, because I've seen a video about it and it looked so fascinating to me. But then I noticed that I did not understand anything, and then I closed it again. I started with FL back in 2020, I switched to Ableton in August or September 2023, which was the best decision. Not the correct one. I'm not using cracked software. I think I have like one cracked. I don't want to talk about this on stream, but I think I have like one plugin someone sent me, which I did not buy, and the other person also did not buy it. The other person got it, on it. We are a different way. But yeah, I never started with cracked software. Oh yeah, we will do one more variation here by going with the same pattern. Let me copy this over. and then we will have lots of fun with this. Actually have to check. Of course, we need to change the tone again with the frequency shifter. No, thank you. Thank you, Rohan. I'm also extremely happy with this is turning out. This is my, I would say, best heavy song so far. I've got one other one, or one other song idea, which is quite clean and which I definitely want to keep working on. And I think we also made this on stream. And it's sounding like this. You might remember this one from a video or from another live stream. I think I also did a breakdown video about this one, but I definitely want to work on this one as well because I really like it. I was not here from the start of the stream. When did you start making this song? I started making this song last Monday, this one. And I continued working on it on Thursday. And then I continued today. So yeah, basically the progress was done within 1 week. Really have to check something. I just got some emails, but nothing interesting. I really have to open up an app. Oh yeah. Okay. It's Vigo Pro. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. What was this guy doing? Just a transition effect. I have an idea. Oh my god, if this works now, this could sound epic. Ring mod. Ring mod is so overpowered. I love ring mod. But not ring mod sidechain. bit after the chain. Not that good sounding, actually. Thought this might work in the background, but we need to chop it up better. Yeah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work, but it was worth trying out. This is actually nice. Works like a pre-shifted clap. Although, yeah, it's not a clap, but it just layers up nicely with the clap. And maybe some reverb on it. Let's try some Valhalla Room. After the Valhalla Supermassive and before the compression. Right. Room. Maybe this sounds cool. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is perfect. Definitely fills the space here in this gap. Yeah, this fits very, very well. That's a bit cursed though. I love the sample. Are there any other cool ones where we can switch to this check? But I prefer this one. This is a little bit more superior sounding. It's hard to describe the feeling, but this sounds a bit epicer. Epicer. That's a bit more epic.
Come on, do this all day. Hey.
Yo, Boxer! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, hallo Biene, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen. Hoffe, dir geht's gut. Let's give it some more stereo width. Maybe doesn't need more. You're doing good, getting my passport today. Oh, nice, so hyped about that. Where are you traveling, Boxstar? Or where are you going? Yo, switch to YouTube, Dash. Welcome. Welcome on YouTube. Where are you going, Boxstar? Oh no, what is there a difference between passport and another identity card? I don't know, but okay, but you are going to Japan in 3 months. Nice. Where were you from, Boxstar? I'm not quite sure, but where are you from? Or I think I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but I think you were from South America, if I'm right, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Wieso denke ich an Mülltonnen? Wie meinst du das, Biene? wenn du das hörst, oder was meinst du, Biene? Ah, okay, you're from California. Okay, then it was someone else who was from South America. All right. Someone just mentioned in the Twitch chat that this track remembers her of garbage tons. But yeah, I hope you are having a nice holiday in Japan, Boxer. Stimmt, Biene, stimmt, am 16. Ach, da habe ich nicht dran gedacht. Stell mal schöne Grüße, wenn du mit ihm Kontakt hast. Heute hat er dir geantwortet. Okay, bestell ihm mal schöne Grüße und auch noch alles Liebe und Gute von mir. Yo, thank you, Boxer. Thank you. This is our first time putting, so I'm excited going with my friend from Denmark. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. For long are you for how long are you planning to stay in Japan? Und hallo Cranks, guten Abend, herzlich willkommen. Moment, hier ist eine Meldung bei mir, die ich gerade mal loswerden muss. Hört sich an wie Skrillex. Ja. Also die Genre-Richtung ist schon mal richtig, aber Skrillex macht auf jeden Fall sehr, oder sanftereren Dubstep, würde ich sagen. A month gonna be starting at the top of Japan and exploring until we reach the bottom. Oh, nice. So like a road trip, basically, Boxstar. This is sounding really, really promising. I hope you are having great time. Great time is better. Lecker. Was sind das denn hier für Einstellungen? Ich weiß es auch nicht. Ich weiß es auch nicht, Grangs. Aber jetzt sollte alles wieder gehen. Mir geht's sehr gut, Biene. Mir geht's sehr gut. Ich kann mich nicht beklagen. Ich hoffe, dir geht's auch gut. We can include like a little riser here at the end. I think there is one already. Yeah, just a small one, but maybe we can extend that. Quite nice. Alter, nee, sehr gut. Ach, du hast Urlaub, sehr schön. Hast du was geplant, Biene? Also geht's irgendwo hin oder eher so zu Hause, ja, pausieren? Bin nächste Woche auch wieder in Köln im Bootshaus, da freue ich mich auch schon drauf. Ah, der Rodos, nice. Da warst du doch entweder letztes oder vorletztes Jahr auch mal gewesen. Meine ich mich zumindest daran zu erinnern, weil du mal was gepostet hattest. Oh, the rise up is perfectly. Genau, nimm da und Infect Dash, genau. Und Autodrive ist da auch noch und Ellie Rich und noch ein paar andere. Ja, so gerne dabei. Ja, ich freue mich sehr schon. Und im Oktober ist ja Blacklist Festival. Das wird auch sehr, 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 sehr insane. Hat aber Schule, ja. Aber du bist ja auch noch nicht, oder bist du mittlerweile schon 18? Oder, ich glaube, du wirst noch 18, oder? Oder könntest du theoretisch schon? 4-mal hintereinander. Okay, sehr schön, sehr schön. Ja, auf jeden Fall viel Spaß. Okay, wir bis nach 17, alles klar. Aber du hattest ja, glaube ich, gesagt, du wirst ja genau dieses Jahr noch 18. Das heißt, vielleicht kannst du ja Ende des Jahres mal sowas dann machen. Mein Vater wäre mit mir, aber der Alter ist, glaube ich, eine Sache. Ja, also man muss auf jeden Fall 18 dafür sein. Also, ich will nicht sagen, aber ich glaube bisher, ich war jetzt bestimmt schon 7 Mal oder so oder 8 Mal im Bootshaus und die haben bisher nur einmal meinen Ausweis kontrolliert. Aber ja, im Oktober, okay. Ja, Cranks? Ging es bei dir? Ach, genau, ist zu lange her. Ja. Aber bei mir ist es auch schon 5 Jahre her. I love this little hit here, which is something like this. And the original sample was this one.
Illusion!
And we destroyed it with some nice distortion. Was die Küken? It sounds a bit like sudden death. Perfect. Let's quickly go into Splice. Oh no, we don't have to go into Splice. We can just go in here. Go into the Noir pack. Is there some other cool riders we might just take? Is there some cool vocals?
Fire.
Yo, Fido Fish! Yo!
This one might fit. Was passiert denn sonst? Ja genau, sonst lag ich einmal rüber. Das sounded great as a pre-snare or something.
What?
Ooh. This could be sick. Yeah, I think this works well here. War da ein Miau? Ja, da war ein Miau gewesen. Ist ein Sample, was ich runtergeladen habe. Ist nicht Findus. Findus schläft gerade hier draußen. Ah ja, Findus könnte ich auch mal samplen. What else could we take? Maybe the ride? These rides are also pretty sick. I think we don't need the last check. Yeah, this is better without. But yeah, the second drop is basically done. I'm really happy. And for the last drop, I'm planning a long 32 bar drop without any midsection, or yeah, without any breakups, so we can get really intense with the pattern and with the call and response part, and maybe include a little fake out in the drop as well. But I'm really looking forward to the third drop later on. Sehr schönes Katzen-Emote-Cast. Yeah, what could we do now? I would say let's just listen to the entire thing, because also the build-up needs some more work. Yeah, this part still needs some work.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
Okay, two things. We have a little gap here, and we need to fill this gap with something, but I don't know what yet. Maybe we just make the sub bass longer. Let's try this first. I think this works best. Yeah, let's just make the sub longer. Because otherwise, when we now try to force a different element in it as well, it might, destroy the whole vibe of it. Where was it happening as well? I'm confused. Where is it? Stupid. Ah, here. Wait. This one. Yeah. Maybe we should get rid of the sub bass here. And make the reverb a little bit less intense. Maybe not to 100% mix. Rather, just around half of it. way better. Maybe a little bit longer on the sustain side, and this one a little bit higher, and the ramp a little bit more linear. I know what we are missing. We need a tom. And I have some nice toms. Let's just go into everything by BHK. But before we will do this, I will quickly go to the toilet, and then we will continue working with it. In the meantime, I can just play the entire thing, and then I will be back, and we will be working on the toms. Alright, let's loop it, and I'm back in around 2 or 3 minutes.
Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it.
I think before we move on, we will first fix the the first pre-drop and also the second one. I'm really bad at making the final build-up sections, in my opinion. We definitely have to do some more work here in order to make it smooth and also more interesting. And same goes basically with this section. Although this is a little bit better, but I'm still not the biggest fan of this little drum roll thing. The snare sounds a bit bad, I think, but yeah. Nice time. Thank you, B0.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
But yeah, let's try to mess around with the BHK toms and do some nice stuff with it, which will hopefully work out. You know what the difference? Ah, okay, these are different pitches. But these all sound the same. Maybe the length is a little bit shorter or different recordings. Yeah, let's take this one. Just make it a few more channels. Yo, have a great day, Marcin. And I will also try your devices maybe in the next stream already. Looking forward to it. See you. Have a great day. Finding the perfect tom. If you short message when you do, then I will try to. Okay. All right. Yo, see you. Bye. Okay, these are a little bit more massive. Ah. The last one. Sounds fine. Okay, let's try to to make something. Actually, an interesting layer for the snare.
Find the emission source.
This one should play. Yeah, should play first. I don't know.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
This sounds really bad. We will do it the easy way. We will use a sample now. From Spicy Rhythm Drums, volume 1 or 2. Just a drum fill for the background.
Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it.
I don't know. Not the best, yeah, tom for this use case. Be something faster, yeah. Fast drum film. I have an idea where we could also find a few. This one isn't in 140. This one is in 150. No, 145. Oh yeah. Ist eigentlich cool. This is actually really nice. I know, I'm still not the biggest fan. Ooh, these Asiatic ones are sick. I didn't know there were trumpets like that there. I like the tonality of these snares. Let's try to use them. This could work. Not the best one. Let's try the other ones as well. I'll quickly move this to the side. Es könnte maybe cool sein, wenn die letzte Right. Oh yeah, reverse is good idea. Let's reverse the right. That's a really good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Let me just make a separate channel. That's a really, really good tip. So, not supposed to play here. Did I already stretch it or shorten it? Yeah. I love abusing reverse sounds. I still don't do it too often. I sometimes do it, but I should also do it more. It's a lot because I realized how well it works for transitions. Exactly, it's really powerful for transitions. Also, we are just reversing a kick before a snare. Yeah, it's really useful, like I did here as well. And maybe we should also do it in the second drop to emphasize some more stuff. Yeah, drum reverse. I will just copy that. Doesn't work that well on this sound. I think we need it here. I think it's a bit too much. Okay, where were we at? The drum film. What if we combine both? Oh yeah, that's the one. Ah, that's perfect. Yeah, this flow is sick. Yeah, definitely. I should remember. Put them into my Puppet folder so I don't forget about these, because these are sick for transitions and filling some empty spaces. What's this one? That's also sick. Okay, this pack was already worth it buying. I haven't used it since I bought it last year, except for maybe a vocal sample, maybe a riser. What's this long pack? Ah, this one was from the Dota 2 voice lines. The first pack. I think there are also drum fills in there, but these are more distorted. These are also quite cool. I've used this a few times in my songs already. I think this one was used in Vortex of Vengeance for the transitions. Ooh, but these are also pretty usable.
Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it.
Let's go on to the second one again. And just try it here as well. Not a thing. I love how it's like this. I'm also a lover, or not lover. That's the wrong word. I'm also what's the word for this? Yeah, basically, I also enjoy these vocal samples a lot and use them everywhere where I can. A fan, yeah, that's that's a better word. Yeah.
Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission source and destroy it. Find the emission. Find the
This
emission.
doesn't work here that well, I think. Is that working from a sound effect? Yeah. I can tell you the name. It's from Movie Dialogues. Movie Dialogues Volume 3, which you can get on Loop Masters or Loop Cloud.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
And yeah, I think these were taken from a really old show, but I don't know where. I just got the pack, and this folder is full of those samples.
I think I'll never use the end of the data.
So from our press room, you'll all be followed continuously by journalists from all over the world.
Hi, Richard.
Hi. I'm located it. Spaceships in that part of space? You understand, Colonel? Yes, sir. It's been a long time. Well, Mac.
Yeah, really good material.
Now that I'm going
I have the free pack. Ah, you have the free pack. Yeah, nice. There's also some cool stuff already in it. But I actually have a few other packs. I think. Oh no, they were the same ones. Yeah, they were the same ones. I just had them in a separate folder. Yeah, the movie dialogues. Basically, I got the movie dialogues packs first, and later I found out that you can also get them on Loop Cloud, where I got a few more in addition. Really cool stuff. Recently made a really sick snare. Feel free to send it. We can listen to the snare if you want.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
Ooh, that's a what's the right word? That's a resonant one. You can even add some more high end to it, so make it a little bit more brutal. But this is really heavy already. Would work great for shoutout. Yeah, just some more high end, and then you should be good. I saw the tail from another snare. Okay, stealing the fire. Maybe yeah, make the tail a little bit louder. Yeah, try that, definitely. You're welcome, you're welcome. Yeah, these are too loud. These are annoying me. Spectral Gate. And then we will just automate the mix. Nice. Alright. Okay, this was the first one. Ah! Now the resonance is much more present. Yeah, way cleaner. And the ambience goes crazy. Yeah, thank you. Definitely works well here in the context. But this snare could work well in a heavy tune dash. And a really cool fun part about the atmosphere is that for this little sample or sound I used this one. It was basically just some choir singing. I don't know how to call it, but just some male singing. And then I turned it into this weird dystopian sound with distortion, filtering, reverb, and some other stuff. I was also surprised it worked that well. We need another riser kicking in here. Let's just find a cool one. Riser. Let's go to all my folders. Maybe an agony riser. This one could work. That's really high. Could work. Maybe the other one is better. Let's try this one as well. Oh yeah, this one could be better, I think. Ah, no, actually not. Yeah, I will use the Astaroth one, and this one usually works. I should make more risers. My risers are just filled white noise. Yeah, also works. White noise is always great. I've made a few risers. These are from 2023 from my Annihilation Protocol song. Actually, this one was an Annihilation Protocol, and then I made some variations just to have some, but these are really awful. But yeah, this one is from Vortex of Vengeance. This one was a nice riser I did. But the Azeroth one is really cool. Let me bring it down. This sound like a heavily bitcrushed car. I don't know how I made them. Can't remember anymore. Just throw some compression on it. This could work. With some ring mod. This is really tiny. This is cool. Maybe some ends back complete at the end. It should be good. Not too present, just some nice sprinkliness. Maybe we don't even need the frequency shifter. Yeah, we don't need it.
Find the emission source and destroy it.
It's a bit longer.
What? 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 Go! 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 What? 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 Go! What?
Dubstep Party, genau, Felix, genau. +2 ist okay. Perfect.
Find the
Das Replay von ETC Las Vegas 2050. Habe ich heute Mittag auch geschaut, Felix. Da hat Sudden Death auch gespielt. Maybe some OTT? Or let's just use spectral compression, that's a bit easier. Would it make more sense to render these? Actually not. I just want the compression effect to happen here.
Find the emission source and destroy it. 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 Destroy it. Source and destroy it.
And then we can transition over into a midsection. And I have no idea what we will do in the midsection. Also, I'm feeling a little bit tired right now, although I'm having a Monster Energy drink. But yeah. Maybe, I think that's a good idea. We will do a quick break of maybe like an hour or 2 hours, and then we'll continue later tonight, maybe at around 10 p.m. German time. And I think this sounds like a good plan. So let's just take a break now. I will also have something to eat. See you in around 2 hours or maybe a little bit longer, and then we will continue on this project. All right, in the meantime, have a great rest of your evening and see you later. Goodbye. Gute Nacht oder schönen Abend. Good.